If you're wondering what you should know before you buy Dragon Dogma 2, well, I got you covered. Make sure you subscribe if this is your first time here, and smash the like, it's the best way to support. So you've either been waiting 12 years for Dragon's Dogma 2, or like me, are brand new to the series. Dragon's Dogma 2 is a single-player, narrative-driven action RPG which features no multiplayer or co-op gameplay. Capcom stresses that the pawn system, in which a group of up to 3 NPC companions can join you in-game, is designed to feel very similar to a multiplayer experience. More on this later. Like the first Dragon's Dogma, the sequel's story revolves around the Arisen, who embarks on a perilous journey to reclaim their stolen heart from the dragon. It is a sequel set in a parallel world that mirrors the world setting of the original game. Now with that, we get to pick from any of the starting classes, aka vocations. We have the fighter, archer, thief, and mage. If you get sick of your vocation or feel the need to use a different one to beat a specific boss, you can always change it throughout the game at vocation guilds. As the story progresses, you'll unlock advanced vocations. We have the Mystic Spearhead, a vocation that blends short-range weaponry and long-range magic. The Magic Archer, an archer equipped with magic arrows and healer support abilities. Warrior, a melee specialist that can wield powerful two-handed weapons. Sorcerer, a magic user that can cast powerful spells with their two-handed staff. And the Trickster, a one-of-a-kind vocation that are equipped with specialized illusion-based methods for distraction. Which are you going to go with? Leave a comment below. Something to be aware of is Dragon's Dogma 2's file size. This is confirmed to be 69.94 gigs for Xbox Series X and S and 64.39 gigs for the PS5. The PC's version file size is yet to be confirmed, but I'll guess it's going to be around 70 gigs. Is Dragon's Dogma 2 open world? Yep. You'll explore a vast realm inspired by classical paintings and medieval art. The map is roughly 4 times larger than the original. With that came my initial concerns. I can't stand games that have large maps that don't hold your attention or are just big just for the sake of being big. Game director and designer Itsuno claims there isn't much wasted space. He states, "I don't want to go too far and make people think I'm exaggerating, but we've placed items on the map and figured out ways to guide the player's eye that there aren't any moments when they feel bored." He continues, "This is something that other action games often do well, and one of the basic elements in such games is the ability to see your destination while being unsure of how to get there, moving from scene to scene." He said that when they climbed mountains, there were times when the closest way to the summit was straight there, but nobody takes those routes. Everyone takes paths that circle around the mountain, so we talk about why they did that instead of using some other route, and the answer is that it looks so tough. It's not that you want to go but can't, it's that you don't even consider taking the route to begin with. That's why there's a number of different paths to the top, and we all take different paths to the summit. This Dragon's Dogma 2 team seems just as passionate as we are when it comes to the overall experience. Many games within the past few years have felt soulless and rushed in my opinion. This game has true promise even if the frame rate is supposedly 30 FPS. Character creator. Before the launch of Dragon's Dogma 2, we had the ability to create our own characters and pawns in the official character creator tool. There are so many features to this, and you could spend hours making the perfect Arisen or pawn. This thing had so many creators post online, creating almost identical characters from beloved games and films. How about this one of Asmongold? This shit is hilarious. Alright, so you bought the game, told your friends, and it's time to link up, right? No. Unfortunately, Dragon's Dogma 2 doesn't feature multiplayer or co-op gameplay. As stated earlier, Capcom stresses the pawn system, in which a group of 3 NPC companions can join the player. It's designed to feel very similar to a multiplayer experience. So what are these pawns, you ask? Returning from the original game is Dragon's Dogma's pawn system. Pawns are AI-controlled companions designed to make the single-player adventure feel shared. You'll be able to travel with one player-created pawn and up to 2 others created by others. These downloaded pawns will come with all of their experiences from other players' adventures, meaning they may come equipped with gear you've yet to find or provide useful information about quests they've been through that you've yet to complete. A new twist on pawns compared to the first Dragon's Dogma is specializations, or special abilities. For example, a pawn may receive a specialization if their Arisen possesses that ability, allowing them and therefore you to translate certain languages. Crazy! Speaking of the first title, Itsuno noted the negative feedback from Dragon's Dogma 1 around pawns repeating dialogue. He said that they've done whatever they can to keep pawns from repeating the same lines multiple times. Once again, shout out to him and the other developers for listening to the community and acting on it. Side note, I don't know why I was expecting Hogwarts Legacy to be more like this game. People have tried to compare Dragon's Dogma 2 to Elden Ring and others, but be mindful of the differences. A comment I found on a Dragon's Dogma 2 forum summarized this pretty well. There is no lock-on, no universal dodge roll. Game design is not enemy-centric. It's more about the things you can do rather than what the enemy can do, while you have a basic toolkit to deal with them. There is also many ways to deal with the enemies, and it's not a hardcore game. Lastly, it's class-based. You pick a class, not a weapon, with a different moveset, and like we stated earlier, there's no co-op. If you bought Dragon's Dogma 2, what are you looking forward to the most? Leave a comment down below. Make sure you click on the screen, that'll take you to more PS5 gameplays and reviews. We'll see you over there. Later.